This was one really strange quest.
これでやっと普通の暮らしに戻れま。しかし、
Like, what the hell? Oh. They have quests?
この人も夢を見てるのかな。
おそらくはそうであろう。
Enter this villager's dream. Okay.
文字だらけの世界か。あんまり得意じゃないな。
Well, we didn't see anything there.
不満を垂れている暇があれば、とっとと片付けるぞ。
はーい。
I breathe air scented with death and resist the urge to laugh, for I know it will sound like the words of a madman. How long have I been in this fresh hell? My box, my prison, is tucked beneath a stairway in the long unused catacombs of some infinite castle. Outside I hear the sounds of a funeral dirge that plays without end. Light has no place here. Wind is a forgotten friend. I pray for death to come, but he forsakes me. Time passes, an eternity slips by in a single tick of the clock. Someone knocks on my prison. Anyone there? I hear an unfamiliar voice say. My savior! I claw at the door of my jail, embedding thick splinters under my ragged nails. I scream for help. I laugh. I sob. Surely this is a product of my adult mind. Surely it cannot be true. Help me, I cry. For the love of all the gods, help me. Impossibly, I hear the sound of a lock being torn out and falling to the floor. As the door slowly creaks open, I have just enough time to see a silver-haired boy and a floating book before the light pours inside. My eyes, accustomed to blackness, explode with pain, and I am forced to turn away. Who are you? I ask, shaking hands covering my face. How have you come to this place? I am Grimoire Wise. This is UFONman. Long have we been searching for you. Now come, stand. We shall awaken from this nightmare together. The one known as UFONman extends his hand and pulls me from the cell. Though my eyes are slowly to adjust to freedom, my ears are keen as ever, and they recognize the staccato sounds of heavy rain. Heavy is the rain. I never thought to hear that again, I whisper. Would that this were not such a terrible storm, said Grimoire Wise. Look at your feet. I force my eyes open and see water pooling around my ankles and lapping at my shins. There's so much of it. Yes, and more comes each moment we delay. If we do not make good our escape, we shall all drown in this castle. We know you are weak, but you are our only hope to survive this place. Time, that long-forgotten friend, made itself known again. I nodded my head and swore to save my rescuers, no matter the cost. The castle catacombs are a maze, twisting upon themselves like the endless entrails of a giant. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed north. Okay. At the end of the corridor, I find a row of 20 gorgeous canopied beds resting atop a carpet of velvet. All are covered in a thick layer of dust and cobwebs. Searching for the door to the next room, I come upon a shapeless mass of grey matter. It has been shot against the side of the wall, and despite my fever, I think I see the outlines of a door just beyond. When I reach out a finger and touch a piece of the mass, it turns to dust and drifts away on the wind. Realization slowly dawns and I fall to my knees and weep. Corpses. I face a mountain of charred and crumbling corpses. I look from it to the beds and back again until the horror dawns full upon me. Someone has piled these bodies into a tower and set them ablaze. Whether they are alive or dead, I do not know, and sanity will not permit me to consider the proposition further. I make a sound, whether scream or laughter I cannot be certain. Then my mind grants me merciful blackness, and I find myself opening the door and leading that most terrible of rooms. Leaving that, not leading. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east and proceed south. Let's go east. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed west. Okay. I squint down the dim corridors and proceed east. Proceed west. Proceed east. Proceed west. Proceed east. Proceed west. The water has risen to my chin and now laps greenly at my mouth and nose. You dumb bastard! shouts UFONman. He surely desires to say more, but the rest of his insult is cut short by the rising water. Grimoire Wise, wet and tattered, floats on the water's surface. It is already too late for him. This wasn't how it was supposed to end. Okay. Game over. I guess I can just like keep on repeating the same places. At least it's auto save after the event. Oh, defense capsule. Another defense capsule. Like, what the hell is this? You dumb bastard! Okay, so I guess I need to like, there's time limit, well not time limits, but you have turn limits to do that. Otherwise, stuff happens. Let's actually check out this guy.
こやつも同じか。手のかかることだ。
Enter this villager's tree.
白は本なのに文字が苦手なの？
何事にも例外はある。行くぞ。
A colony of massive sculptures was visible in the distance, their tall forms scraping against the sky. Weiss and UFONman had never seen such a sight, and their eyes widened as they tried to take it in.
まだ遠いのかな。建物が大きすぎて距離がつかめないよ。どれだけ大きいんだろ
う。あるいはただの幻か。
As Weiss considered his answer, the sun beat down on them with renewed ferocity. Perhaps they are some manner of mirage, he said. Under this heat, a mirage or two would hardly be an unexpected sight. UFONman nodded and wiped the sweat off his brow, leaving a trail of sand in its place. He thought he'd never been so thirsty. The ancient road on which they walked was black and cracked with age. Here and there thin wisps of grass pushed up through the rocky surface, as if defying those who had laid this material down over their home. The heat reflecting from the road made UFONman light-headed. His feet hurting, he crouched down to rest. I don't know how much longer I can do this. Is someone playing a joke on us or what? The complaining had already begun. Weiss tried not to let his eyes roll too much. A joke? He said. No joke. This road leads to the city of art. Perhaps the path itself is simply some manner of grand artistic work. You don't sound very sure of yourself there. Perhaps not, but thinking of it in this way might make it easier for you to bear. UFONman glanced at Weiss's grinning face, shook his head and resumed walking. How can he see that he's grinning? As time passed, UFONman's feet grew more painful and his throat drier than he thought possible. He tried not to look further than the next step ahead, because the bright sunlight made him hesitant to trust his own senses. We are definitely getting closer, said Weiss in an effort to cheer his companion. Yes, this much is certain. Encouraged, UFONman lifted his gaze. Suddenly he stopped walking, choosing instead to stand in the middle of the road with his mouth and eyes wide open and his finger pointing in the distance. Water, he cried. It's water. Water? Asked Weiss. Preposterous, I don't see any water. Over there, just ahead of us. Look, the sun is reflecting off it. Without waiting for a response, UFONman sprang to life and bounded toward the sight. What in the... There was no water. There was nothing but sand in every direction. UFONman closed his eyes and sighed as Weiss floated up behind him and chuckled softly. I believe this is known as a mirage, he said. Many a desert traveler has spoken of such things. UFONman shook his head, bewildered. Suddenly he pointed off in the distance, his eyes wide once more. Wait, there it is. I just missed it. Look, it's right there. UFONman sprinted off again, leaving Weiss with no choice but to follow. After a few minutes of running, UFONman came to a halt. I could have sworn it was right around here. Confused, he put his hands up to his eyes and rubbed them vigorously. As soon as he stopped, he noticed a blue shimmering pool of clear water just over the next rise. With a shout, he bounded off in search of it. The chase continued for nearly an hour until an exasperated Weiss finally floated up to UFONman and struck him in the face with his cover. Enough, you blithering idiot. Stop this at once. There is no water here. UFONman's face clouded. There isn't? There is not, and perhaps next time you will listen to me when I tell you as much. Weiss paused for a moment, then continued speaking in a slightly kinder tone. However, I suppose this mad chase was not altogether wasted. It seems we have arrived in the city of art. UFONman looked up. Stretched out before him was a row of impossibly tall sculptures. Their journey was at an end. They're huge, cried UFONman, completely forgetting the heat and pain of the past few hours. I've never seen anything so big. Each sculpture was formed from roughly the same shape, a tall rectangle that stretched up toward the sky, but that is where their similarities ended. Most were covered with panes of glasses that reflected light in 1,000 directions, while others seemed to be nothing but frames of steel. Some had tall spires on their tops, while others possessed triangular caps. What kind of city is this? Said UFONman. Where are the people? Where are the houses? Perhaps the land is intended exclusively for artistic use. The debate continued as they made their way through the city. Miracles of artistry were everywhere. Great iron crates with wheels sat silent on steel rails. Beautifully carved works with lights of red, amber and green dangled over every street. As they moved away from the massive sculptures, they found a great array of smaller ones. Some were covered in glass or brick, but many were composed of materials they had never before encountered. The sheer variety of colors and styles was staggering. Unable to find a theme or purpose to the abstract works around them, UFONman and Weiss eventually fell silent. On the outskirts of the city, they discovered 3 sculptures in the shape of humans. UFONman uttered a sigh of relief as he approached them. Finally, I was getting tired of modern art. 3 statues were indistinguishable except for a single word chiseled into their right arms. One read Alpha, one read Beta, and the final one read Gamma. As UFONman moved to touch the nearest statue, a bird flew from the top of one of the sculptures. Alighting on the statue's shoulder, it emitted a brief, beautiful song that took the form of words. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth. The false ones will only speak lies. With that, the bird departed. As if on cue, the 3 statues shuddered to life, acquiring color and form as they began to breathe. Hey, look at that, said UFONman. They're alive. The triplets bowed low before UFONman. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned to UFONman, threw his hands in the air. Alpha's fake, you know. I am the real one. What a load of crap, said Gamma. Beta is a fake. Everyone knows I'm the only real one around here. Their respective pleas given, the 3 statues returned to their frozen state as silence once again enveloped the city. When you consider all of the statements, only one of them could be the real thing, said Weiss. UFONman furrowed his eyebrows and considered his answer. Only one form is real, the others are false. The real form will always speak the truth, the false ones will only speak lies. Yeah, the real one is Alpha. The eyes of the statue shone with an eerie light. The light grew stronger and stronger until UFONman and Weiss were forced to turn away.
どうやら失敗したらしいな。今度はもっと慎重に行動せねばならぬな。
投げ出したい気分でいっぱいだけどね。
This is the worst job ever.
こやつも同じ。
白は本なのに。
何
So what the hell? These are so...
まだと。
Can I just fucking skip this shit? No. I can only do this. What the fuck? I don't know. So what the fuck? This one said... Why can't I see like the previous ones? Like this one said... you have to get me out of this nightmare. I'm the real one. This one said... He's lying, I'm the real one. I don't know. Let's just get gamma. Like I can't even see the text.
白は
何事に
At least there's no game over. Please, said Alpha, you have to get me out of this nightmare. I am real. Stop lying, said Beta. He turned on to UFONman and he threw his hands in the air. Alpha's awake, you know. I'm the real one. The correct one is Beta, but how do you know? This escapes me, like I don't understand this. Am I just too stupid? I guess I am, because I don't understand how you can figure this out. I don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. What the fuck? How are you supposed to know that? Like, the only thing I could think of is that he's saying... The beta is saying stop lying. And if he always would tell the truth, he'd say like, stop lying to the ones who are lying. But, I don't know. Yeah, maybe it actually is like, if he always tells the truth, he's telling the truth when he's saying that the guy is like lying. Yeah, it's got something to do with the fact that if he's telling the truth, he'd be telling the truth in that situation. The UFONman's voice betrayed a notable lack of confidence. He was relieved to see Weiss nodding at him. If Alpha were telling the truth, began Weiss in the dry dose of a lecture, Beta and Gamma would be fakes. But in that case, Gamma's claim that Beta is fake would be true. Yeah, even though Gamma is a liar, therefore the theory crumbles. Yeah. Now let us presume that Gamma spoke the truth. That makes Alpha and Beta liars. In this situation, however, Beta is calling Alpha a liar, which would leave us with two statues telling the truth. Finally, let's assume that Beta is telling the truth. If so, Alpha and Gamma's lies would make sense. Therefore, Beta must be real. As Weiss finished his explanation, Alpha and Gamma crumbled soundlessly into dust while Beta sprang to life once more. Congratulations, villager, said Weiss in a cheerful voice. The time to awaken has arrived. Thank you for saving me, cried the villager. He dropped to his knees and bowed his head as low as it could go before an uncomfortable UFONman pulled him to his feet. Why did you have a dream like this? Asked Weiss. Have you been to this city before? The villager slowly looked around at the bizarre objects and sculptures that dotted the landscape, then shook his head. I don't think so. I mean, it's impossible, right? There's no way I could have ever been to a place like this, but at the same time I feel like I've seen it before. Deja vu, muttered UFONman, just like the mayor. The vague sense of unease that struck UFONman during the mayor's dream spread once more through his mind.
なんだか大変だったね。
あの景色どこかで見たような。
もう勘弁してよ。
助けていただきありがとうございました。どこかで見たことがあるような不思議な夢だったな。
So, do you get anything from saving these people, or is it just like optional shit? I don't know. Well, let's try to do this one guy, girl, woman.
この人、
おそら
あ、はあ。
Okay, so south doesn't lead anywhere, actually. East, north. Okay. Against all hope, we make it to the front door. Break it down, someone cries, and so I give myself to the effort. In tandem with UFONman and Grimor Weiss, I slam my body against the thick third door. On the third try, it gives way and we find ourselves sprawled on the ground outside the castle. The storm is in retreat, the clouds above are still dark and foreboding, but to the west I can see a thin shimmer of sunlight trying to break through. How can I thank you? I cry as tears rain on my cheeks. I would surely have died in there. Well, you did. Quite a bit of times. Looking down, I suddenly noticed my dress is in tatters and sheepishly try to cover my exposed skin. Your dress, asks Weiss. Then you are a woman, madam. I am. I proffered the two a smile. I suppose that comes as something of a surprise, seeing as how I exist only in the worm of porch. I can see that the one known as UFONman is disappointed that the door dress will be given no further description, but he hides it well. What the fuck? No, I don't. With a nod and a shrug, the three of us set forth to our awakening. But behind us, an awakening of another kind is taking place. Black smoke fills the abandoned castle, providing the countless damned souls inside with their final shroud. After a moment, the castle's windows shatter with a mighty roar. A fresh breeze blows through the hallways and corridors, clearing the smoke away for good. As we watch in awe, uncountable black shadows slowly flicker to life, crossing to and fro in front of the broken windows. The castle's dead have awakened to their new life as shades.
何か言うことある？
次は迷路は勘弁してもらいたいな。
まったくだね。これでもう村人たちが夢から覚めるんだよね。
村長の言っていたことが本当ならそうなるな。やれやれだ。もうこういう言葉遊びは勘弁願いたいな。
まあまあ、とりあえず村長さんに一言挨拶していこうよ。
助けてくれてありがとう。もうあんな夢見たくないね。
Yeah, me neither. That sucked ass. That sucked ass. So you didn't even need to do this. Like, what the hell?
Ah, 皆さん、どうもありがとうございました。これは心ばかりのお礼です。
Obtain the one-handed sword Fate.
こんな高価そうなものもらっていいんですか？
もちろんです。名のある品らしいのですが、戦いのないこの村には必要のないものですから。
ではありがたくいただきます。
本当にありがとうございました。
So that was like an optional side quest. What a pain in the ass. Fate. It's a katana. It actually has higher. It's very light and it has higher power. A sword carried by the world's most loyal servant. Like that loyalty, the sword's blade is straight and true. I can almost actually upgrade that if I just go and get like broken antennas. This actually kind of feels like super cool. Was that like an actual quest or not? I don't think it was. Yeah. How do you... Wasn't it here? Yeah. Well, I got a lot of better weapon now. And I can actually upgrade it too if I want to. There was once a famous poet in a land to the far, far east. Now in his twilight years, his ability had withered such that he could no longer craft a single stanza or verse. The poor poet spent every moment racked with sorrow for what had been lost, but one day a monk appeared by his side, gently placed a blade in his hand and imparted the following force. Which I can see. You know, I'm gonna actually go to the junk heap and get the broken... I think you can get the broken antennas from the... From that... Like,
村はどうだった？
junk heap. So how was the village?
まったく言葉にできないくらい素晴らしかったよ。
そいつはよかったな。
ポポルさんのところに戻ろう。神話の森のことを報告に行かないと。
Yes, but not yet. need to actually go and... That's just an AoE attack. Or rather you use that to like deal AoE. He didn't die. It's dying. Let's get some of these goats. Hey, can I actually... I don't care about this. I'm just going to go to the junk heap to see if I can upgrade this. I need the broken antennas which are in the... which you can get in the factory. These guys aren't really... They don't really hit me. Okay, so junk heap. Because if I get the upgrade, I feel like this weapon will be insanely strong already on the level 2. Hey, can I actually... Maybe he sells the broken antennas. Probably not though.
何か武器の強化ならいつ
No.
ありがとう
He doesn't. I wish there was like a quick travel. There probably is, but not yet. So let's go see if I can get the broken antennas. I need 3 of them, right? Oh yeah, dental metal cord. Maybe I should go downstairs. Or maybe you can't actually get them here. Yeah, you can. Okay. Aren't these the magic ones? Yeah, they are. Bulletproof antena. I think I have all of them. Yeah. Well, that was kinda easy. Time to head back to the house. It was creepy as fuck. Quick and easy, just how I like it. Dead metal. There's no difference with the weapons. So how much does this cost? I can actually upgrade Moonrise. I can upgrade this. Jesus Christ. Yeah, natural rubber is like super rare since you need one for this too. And you need elaborate machine. So, what does it say? How about it now? Kill one by this blade for 1 poem, and 2 for 2 in kind, the likes of which will be more splendid than any this world has ever heard. Clinging to the monk's words, the man waited for the cover of darkness and cut down a man he encountered by the roadside. The following day he wrote a most beautiful poem, instantly reclaiming the fame and prosperity he had lost. What the fuck does this like have to do with the whole... I don't know. Let's just put on the confuse. Let's go. Heckerino auttaa here. Like it said that this was a weapon for some servant guy. And the storyline says something about like a guy, poet being killing people for poems. Like what the... like I said it already before, but do those even have fucking anything to do with anything? Rusty kitchen. Fuck you too. I don't know. Kill people to make poems. This has nothing to do with the weapons details. But yeah. Let's go to Popo. Coming for you, Popo. And also I needed to check out the check the book. Most likely it's like somewhere here and I need to find it.
これは料理のレシピ？
特殊な魚を使った料理が書かれているようだな。
確かにあまり見ない魚だね。早速教えてあげよう。
There's the cookbook. In the meantime, Popo, I saved the village.
そう、そんな変わった病気が広がっていたの。
はい、奇妙な症状でした。
もう二度と行きたいとは思えぬ村だったな。
お疲れ様。最近遠出ばかりしているようだけど無理してない？
平気だよ。ヨナの体のことを考えたら立ち止まるわけにはいかないからね。
そう。
何か僕に手伝えることはない？
実は交易用の水路を整備する計画があるの。
Repair the canal.
準備が整うのはずっと先になってしまうのだけれど、きっとあなたたちの助けにもなるはずよ。ただその計画が今少し滞っていて心苦しいんだけれど、お願いを聞いてもらえないかしら。
もちろん、遠慮せずに言って。
ありがとう。水路の整備をお願いしていた人がここ数日仕事に来ていなくてね。心配だから海岸の町まで様子を見に行ってほしいのよ。
Again to Seafront.
家の場所は地図に書き込んでおくわね。いつも赤いカバンを身につけているから行けばわかるはずよ。
うん、わかった。
水路の整備をお願いしていた人はGuy
with a red back. Well, to be honest, I actually needed to go there anyway, so... Or rather, I have something to do there.
水路か。船であれば今のように走り回らずに済みそうだな。
白は浮いているだけじゃないか。
浮くのにも体力を使うのだぞ。
え、そうなんだ。
なんだその夢を壊されたような顔は。
New items. It's my 700G allowance.
お兄ちゃん。
Oh. She just wants the pumpkin. I mean, I can just buy it. Might as well save actually since I'm here. Okay. So any new quests or anything? Probably not. So this one, yeah, this guy here. Girl.
いらっしゃい。
Fucking let's buy everything. One of everything.
またか。
Any new quests here? No, nothing. Nothing. My weapon is actually stronger than that at the moment. It's kind of funny. Yeah, I don't give a fuck about that thing. I already killed it anyway. It tried to kick me. What a son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. Back to Seafront. Hey, wait. Who's this?
家出息子を探している？
Oh.
ああ、そういえばそれっぽい人が何か聞き回ってたな。確か仮面の町へ行く方法を聞いてたと思うよ。
仮面の町か。行ってみよう。
Yeah, he went to Facade. Facade.
外国製の野菜。
Melon, gourd, rice. I'll just buy one of everything basically.
またか。
That's the bagman I need to talk to.
いらっしゃい。餌が。
いらっしゃい。また。外国。
Evolve. Let's get that too. 700 for natural rubber. I needed 10 of those. Fucking metsästä white. Who the hell won? Oh yeah, it was that guy there. But I still need the...
図書館で調べたら良さそうなレシピの本が見つかったよ。
本当ですか？どれどれ？なるほど、シャークですか。確かにこれらは扱ってなかった食材ですね。それではこのフカヒレのチャーハンというものを作ってみます。食材集めにご協力していただいてもいいでしょうか？
もちろん、最後まで付き合うよ。
ありがとうございます。シャークを5匹。
5 sharks!
キノコを5個ですね。
Mushrooms?
以上のものをよろしく。
I haven't even found any mushrooms yet. Have I? Maybe I actually have. No, I haven't. I have one shark.
食料不足のこんな世でも美食の文化は存続しているのだな。
So this is the guy.
あなたが水路を整備してる人？ポポロさんに言われてきたんですけど。
ああ、もうダメだ。僕の人生は終わりだ。
Red Batman.
何か厄介なことに巻き込まれそうだぞ。
もうしろってば。一体何があったんですか？
実は妻が家出したまま帰ってこないんだ。もう1週間も音沙汰がなくて心配で何も手がつかなくて。
それは大変だね。なら僕も探すのを手伝うよ。
え？本当かい？
うん。奥さんの行方に思い当たる場所はないの
？Finding missing person.
ただ妻はよく酒場で友達と飲んでいたくらいで。
じゃあ僕はその人に話を聞いてみるよ。
そうか、助かる。妻も僕と同じ赤いカバンをつけているからそのことを話せば通じるはずだよ。
同じカバンを身につけるとは奇妙な夫婦であるな。
いわゆるペアルックってやつだよ。これは結婚記念に買った思い出のカバンなんだ。それなのに僕があんなことをしたせいで妻は
And it's all my fault.
落ち着いて、すぐに奥さんを見つけてくるから。
What does he mean?
妻が家出した理由に心当たりがあるようであったな。
Yeah. Like, he knows more. Are you her
こんにち
friend?
は。赤いカバンの女の人を探してるんだけど。
なーに？彼女がどうかしたの？
家出したみたいで行き先を聞いてないかな。
あら、あの夫婦また喧嘩したの？懲りないわね。近頃はここに顔を出していないから居場所は知らないな。そうね、釣り具屋に行ってみたらどう？そこの奥さんとよく世間話をしているみたいだから。
わかりました。話を聞きに行ってみます。
あなたよく見ると可愛い顔してるわね。一緒に飲んでいかない？
僕はまだお酒飲めないんだ。ごめんね。
Sorry, I'm not old enough to drink, but I'm old enough to fuck!
So hold on. Are you her
こん
friend?
にちは。赤いカバンの女の人を見てないかな。
ああ、あの奥さんね。言われてみると近頃見てないわ。そういえば前に町の外へ出かけるって言ってたような。
町の外。わかった。 ありがとうございます。
町の外に行ったとなると見つけるのに骨が折れるな。
魔物に襲われたりしてないといいんだけど。
This guy actually has another quest over here. Guess I'll go talk to him. Maybe this time I'll actually get a quest from him.
なあ、この前彼女と一緒に買い物行ったんだよ。
高級なお店しか行かない人だね。
彼女に似合いそうなアクセサリーが安く売ってたからさ、プレゼントしてあげようと思って買ったんだよ。そしたらさ、安物のアクセサリーはつけない主義なのって言われて受け取ってもらえなかったんだ。
予想通りだね。
そうだよな。彼女みたいな一流の女に安物は似合わないよな。
Why is he so happy about this?
いくら似合いそうだからって安物はないよな。今度は高級品をプレゼントしなくちゃ。
本当にその女はお主の彼女なのか。
もちろんだよ。
そうか。人間の交尾には面倒な準備が必要なのだな。
Yeah, and he still didn't give me a quest. Like, what the hell, man? What the hell? So if I need to leave outside of town to actually try and find him or her, maybe we're going to that manor place now. That's like the only place I haven't been to. So this guy wanted the natural rubber, but he also wanted the gold, right? I have to go to Facade to get that. To find the kid who probably left there, but I'm not gonna go there at the moment. Yeah, I really need to head out of the town. Just not asking about anything, just head out town. I have a feeling that we need to go to that manor now. It's just something tells me. The voices in my head, they're telling me. Or maybe not. Rainbow spiders, that's only the second one I found. Okay, maybe I don't need to go there. What the hell? Obtained red bag.
もしかしてこれ。
あの男が身につけていたカバンと瓜二つであるな。おそらく妻のものであろう。
そんな、じゃあ奥さんは魔物に。
I'm starting to really think that the Shades don't get these people or kill them. they actually turn into
周
them.
囲にそれらしい気配はない。残念だが遅かったようだな。
あの人になんて言えばいいんだろう。
辛いであろうが真実を告げるしかあるまい。
Because this is the second time you get like someone is attacked by a shade and you get an item after killing it. I feel like they're actually hinting that they turn into them instead. But they're not saying it. I might be wrong about this, but it's just starting to feel like that. Well, in any case, let's give him the bag and see what happens next.